Commonwealth of the Northern Mariana Islands, who I'm sure is at least with, I know the many screen that he carries around with him. He's got at least 2 phones. He's got like 1 or 2 iPads and everything like that. Tomas, I know you've got at least the game on one of them and everything like that. But you're up back in your old stomping grounds, really keeping an eye on the coronavirus infection, how it continues to spread through the NMI. We were just reporting that a couple dozen cases in Tinian reported recently and everything like that. Plus, you've got the impeachment trial coming up. So good morning to you.
Yes, good morning, Jace, Sabrina, and Chris. I can confirm Landon's weather report. It is cool here in the Northern Mariana Islands, and also planning to roam town a little bit and check out how folks are celebrating the Super Bowl and Valentine's Day here in the CNMI. But of course, as you said, the coronavirus unfortunately continues to spread here in the CNMI. Last night, they reported around 177 new cases out of about 600 tests that were conducted. The CNMI's total case count now peaking over 7,500. They remain, though, at 8 hospitalizations and 23 deaths, and that's something that you can look forward to tonight on primetime. We're going to be reporting on public health's data analysis on how the Commonwealth has had a relatively low number of deaths. Of course, each death that comes with this virus, and any death really, is devastating and unfortunate. But comparative to other jurisdictions, public health here gives an explanation about how the death toll has remained relatively low here in the CNMI. And Jason and Bree and Chris, another great news out of the CNMI is that we've reached 100% vaccination rate for those fully eligible. Actually, if you look at the numbers, I need to clarify with public health because it's actually at 100.01%. And so going above and beyond there, I'm not sure if it's because of the census numbers or whatnot, but all to say that vaccination continues to be an aggressive campaign here, and it seems to be paying off with a lot of their efforts to be vaccinating those on the in the community, going to their villages. And so the CNMI prepared for this continuing wave of Omicron. We're seeing roughly about 200 cases a day here. But there's also a lot of other things going on. Voter registration drives are taking place here on the CNMI for the upcoming election. We're planning to bring you some of that. And of course, Cope North and a lot of the military developments on Tinian, and also some news out of Rhoda that we're going to be tracking. But that's some of the latest headlines here in the CNMI, and we're going to continue to bring you these stories live from Saipan.
Well, you've also got Pacific Matters coming up tonight and everything. Can you give us like a little sneak peek of what you'll be presenting?
Yeah, we've got a fun episode. We checked in with the CNMI Youth Congress here in the CNMI, and they actually talked about teaming up with the Guam Youth Congress on many of the initiatives. So some regional perspective there. Got to sit down with 3 young legislative hopefuls, aspiring leaders in the CNMI, and so that's going to be a fun episode to tune into. And by the way, I think I forgot to mention where I was calling from. This is the Sugar Dock in Saipan, right on the edge of Chalangkanoa and Susupi. So
can you give us a little bit of a pan?
Yeah, well, I'm here, and there are folks gathering here on the beach, and I'm not sure if anyone's got a live feed to the Super Bowl in their hand, but definitely folks wanting to stay tuned to that game, which is going to kick off in a few moments. So
yeah, so 59 minutes is the captains will be heading to center field, and they'll of course be doing the ceremonial coin toss and all that and everything. But Tomas, of course, not using a virtual background. That is a live shot of the beautiful waterfront right there, as it were, in the CNMI. Tomas, what do you get as just like a general feeling right now with so many things going on? Like it's a Super Bowl day. Are people still staying vigilant? Because that is pretty remarkable how in a community of 50,000 people just on Saipan alone and everything like that, and you guys have actually statistically gone over 100%. The Commonwealth, CNMI is always overachievers.
Yeah, we'll see what the crowds are like at some of the places we might be checking out today. But coming into the CNMI, traveling here, it was very different from the previous times I've done it, because now they've gotten rid of on-arrival testing and essentially gotten rid of quarantine as well. You don't need to quarantine a government facility if you're fully vaccinated. So you can get a sense of some return to normalcy here, as you've been reporting, and you'll learn more about it on tonight's newscast.
All right, thanks a lot, Tomas. You stay safe.
All right.
Happy hunting out there, man.
All right.
Okay, we do have Dr. Ho Wen, our friend from American Medical Center, who's coming up momentarily, but we do, because of course it is the Day of Love, you guys. And we want to give you guys the opportunity. Remember, we had Mayor Jesse Allegan. He is a professional florist, if you guys did not know. He actually owns one of the floral companies.